Here. If you're watching this video, you likely know who I am, so we'll skip the introductions. I'm here today to talk to you about passing your pre-license exam. It seems like every day people ask me if I have any test tips, any guessing techniques. I don't want to waste your time with guessing techniques. I'll get right down to it, the meat and potatoes of passing a fact-based, content-driven, multiple-choice exam, which all pre-licensing exams are, is good quality content. And then it comes down to exposure and repetition. You need to be exposed to the testable subject matter via multiple learning channels. You need video, audio, textbook, flashcards, crossword puzzles or other learning games, mind mapping graphics, a visual representation of what you'll be tested on, and of course practice questions. Lots and lots of practice questions. If you know anything about my resume, you know that I've got every license and designation there is in the financial services industry. I think if you add them up, I've passed over 30 exams similar to the one you're preparing for. I've never failed one. I've never had to go back to that testing center twice. And the way I pass it is repetition and exposure. Also, let me float this thought past you. I've worked in call centers answering 800 numbers. I've been a branch manager for a brokerage firm. I've been a trainer and a compliance officer for one of the largest insurance companies in the country. Everything that I learned in preparation for the exams that I've passed is garbage when it comes to doing your job. Understand, when you're going through this process, you are preparing to pass a test. And that's a completely different animal than preparing to do your job or learning to do your job well. What you need to do is pass the exam, and then you can focus on how things work in the real world. So, passing the test, good quality content, exposure, repetition. And make sure you've got multiple learning channels. You're not going to just buy a book and pass the test. You're not going to go to a 2-day crash course and then pass the test. You need to have access to something that's going to keep your brain engaged. And staring at some teacher scribble on a whiteboard about general concepts is not going to help you pass this test. Check us out at www.getthelicense.com for more information. There's also a link to my inbox. If you have any questions, contact me.